Good evening, family. This is Stan Matthews on the Matthews broadcast on this Wednesday, the 4th of January, 2017. This is our first live broadcast of the new year. So, as I've been saying on social media and to people directly for the last couple of days, that I want you to live your dream in 17. And I mean that in all sincerity and seriousness. Live your dream in 17. I often hear about people who talk about the things they would have done, they could have done, and should have done. And we're going to make 2017 the year where you actually do it. We are far too gifted, far too talented, far too wise to not take advantage of all of the unique gifts that the Creator has blessed us with. So let's all collectively live our dream in this 2017. We've got a great show planned for you. We've got guests who will enlighten and inspire you. I'm joined in studio with my co-host and sister, Miss Dawn Marable Fields, on this Wednesday evening. Dawn, Happy New Year to you. I'm glad that you were here. The last time we were together before I left for Florida, we were talking about who's not with us. And that was surprising to me. What I'd like to do as we start off this new year is to talk about some of the new things that you're going to be helping us with. Oh, by the way, Happy New Year to the image doctor to my left, Mr. Cornelius Hill. Happy New Year to you, sir. And I wanted you to talk about specifically the Inner Circle newsletter that is one of the tools that we have created with your help for business owners that are in the broadcast Inner Circle, or those people who just want to support us. And so share with us how people can use this tool to get more business, to get more clients, and increase their bottom line as we get ready to launch the Inner Circle newsletter.
It gives you a lot of information on how to grow and double, even triple your business. And the main focus is that a lot of what I discovered was that most white business owners make approximately $425,000 a year on average, and the black business owner make about $75,000 a year on average. And I just was trying to discover what was it that separated us from them, because they definitely didn't work harder than we did. But what it is they have a lot of training and a lot of stuff that they do, where they may go to a 2-day, 3-day workshop or seminar and pay $15,000 or $20,000 for that weekend to learn all of this stuff that will actually, if they come back and implement it, help them grow their business. But if you attend these things, there usually isn't a black face in the crowd because most black people don't have $25,000, $30,000 disposable income for something like that, and they may try to shortcut to get around, having to pay that. But what they do is they lose out a lot. So what I did was I spent a lot of time studying a lot of this material, and the newsletter just basically shares with everybody different step-by-step procedures on how to actually grow your business, where you can even do double, even triple your business in 1 year. And if you want to sign up for right now, you can just send me an email to dawnmfields@gmail.com and just say subscribe, and we can subscribe you to the newsletter.
And that's a wonderful thing. Again, as the voice of the urban community here in New Jersey and in New York, we are going to endeavor to make sure that we're always bringing you value. We're going to always make sure that we are sharing with you the best thinking and also the best practices in business, that regardless of ethnicity, we want to bring you the best. So that you can have the same tools at an affordable price that anybody else has. And I think that newsletter is going to be a source of coaching, a source of advice and inspiration. That's going to be a blessing to everyone. The other thing that you're going to see very soon, my beloved audience, is we are going to be launching the Matthews Broadcast Empowerment line. And that line is going to be of service and of value to consumers in our community on the one hand, and also of value to business owners and merchants on the other hand. The value proposition for consumers is going to allow you to shop It's going to allow you to save money. It's going to allow you to get excellent services. It's also going to allow you to strengthen your community all in one phone call. So whether you need your house painted, or you need your car repaired, or you need to look for something that you'd like to buy retail, you're going to be able to call our empowerment line, and you're going to be able to shop, save, and strengthen your community all at the same time. So that's something that will be launched mid-month this month. You're going to be hearing a lot more about it, and we look forward to being a blessing with that tool. As far as the merchants are concerned, we make the same proposition. If you own a business and you want to grow your clientele, you want to grow your bottom line, you want to grow your base of support and support your community, you can call the power line and come on the broadcast as a featured guest, and then we go into our database and find a base of support for you. We'll find you business to help you grow. We will make sure that people in your community know that you are there and you're willing and ready to serve, and that you're excellent in every way. So the empowerment line will be a source of growth, a source of savings, a source of excellent service, and a source of community empowerment, both for consumers and also for business owners. So we're going to take a short break, and we're going to come right back in the broadcast with our first guest. Many of you are going to be blown away by this young lady. I'm just very, very impressed with her. She is someone that I happen to be familiar with her uncle, and she is someone who Sister Dawn has brought to us, and we're so glad to have her. So we'll be right back with our featured guest in just a minute. We are back in the broadcast, and as we resume, I want to say thank you to our sponsors, our supporters, without whom we could not have a Matthews broadcast. And so thank you to all of those who continue to advertise with us, who continue to be supporters. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to UBA, the Urban Business Association, an organization dedicated to circulating dollars in urban communities so that they are as beautiful as any other community. To my friends Jerry Moultrie and Keith Broadway, who we had a great time at the Inner Circle reception last evening in Roselle. They make the simple proposition: if you're serious about growing your clientele today, accept no substitutes, become a member of UBA. If you're serious about growing your clientele today, accept no substitutes, join UBA. One of those people who took the walk and became a UBA member last night is with us, and we're going to get to having a discussion about her awesome business in just a second. I also want to say thank you to my friend Russell Grady of Mr. G's Restaurant in Paterson, New Jersey, where good friends meet, greet, and eat classic soul food at 455 East 18th Street in Paterson. You can reach them at 973-782-4020. Also, my friend Joseph Knight at the IHOP and the downtown mall here in Paterson, which is right down the road from our studios here in Elmwood Park. The IHOP, great taste and services that make your jaw drop. Miss Adina Bayo, my Nigerian sister, a wonderful lady, and Joseph Knight, the young African-American, like you, Ashley, under 30. They are the co-owners of one of the largest IHOPs in the area, and we're very proud of them. We hold our North Jersey meeting there at the IHOP. You can reach the downtown IHOP at 973-925-4700, 973-925-4700. The gentleman to my left, my image doctor, Alpha Digital Imaging, for images that last a lifetime. Brother Cornelius Hill is always by my side. You see him with me at events. You see him with me at the studio because we want to make sure that we have some proof that we actually did it. And the best way to have proof is to have photographs. Nobody can say we did it, right, Cornelius? We didn't have it. And you can reach Cornelius at 973-818-3020, 973-818-3020. Finally, Jay's Soft Touch Car Wash and Detailing Center at 69 Montgomery Street in Patterson. The soft touch that makes your car blush. Apostle Joseph Robinson and the entire Robinson family are the owners and operators of Jay's Soft Touch. And their number is 973 510 1364. 973 510-1364. So we're going to get back into the discussion about how we spotlight and help companies in our community that are rising stars. And one of the rising stars in our community is Miss Ashley Odom, the proud owner of Diamonds in the Rough, which is a pet grooming company. And she does business with everyone and has a clientele who's a who's who in Bergen County, because you've got to be very well off to own some of these dogs. I remember when I bought my golden doodle, Cornelius, I almost fell out when my kids were kind of young. I went and said I was getting them a playmate. So we went to a pet store in Edison, New Jersey, and when the lady said this dog costs $900, I was thinking about East Orange. We could get a dog off the corner. We could go on Grove Street and find a dog. I just got to go hang around Elmwood Park. Somebody leave their dog and they'd have a dog. I said, $900 for this dog. Jesus Christ. But anyway, that's that's the new thing. So Ashley only deals with the $10,000 dogs. So we are glad to have her. Welcome, Ashley.
Thank you for having me.
I am so happy that you're here. What is the official name of the business so that everybody knows?
The official name of the business is Diamonds in the Rough, and that's RUFF. Rough.
That's dog language.
Dog language.
Hey, man, we are getting educated here tonight, so we're gonna be able to. And tell me, as you think about your business and what you have to offer to your customers and your clients, what do you think is the unique value that Diamonds in the Rough offers its clients?
We offer, I would say, more than anything, the feeling of comfort. A salon that feels like home, not only to the pets that walk into our salon, but the parents. That is one thing that will separate us from any other salon. Most pets and parents that walk into the shop, they're immediately called first name basis to everyone. So that's something that just everyone loves about us.
How did you fall in love with what you do? How did being a pet groomer become a passion?
Well, I've always loved animals. I was the one that'll walk up on Grove Street and find a dog to try to bring home.
All right, there you go.
And my father just loves animals just as much, so it was just it's natural. Anything from a pink furry, I loved, and the idea of actually being able to groom them. I was like, oh, this probably would be fun. And then once I got into it, I started meeting some of the personalities of the pets. I was just like, okay, I could do this. I could definitely do this. And as the years went by, I just became more and more intrigued. And I decided to push myself to learn a little bit more. And this is what I love.
Wow. And so this is now transformed your life. Now it's a full-time thing because nobody that's a business owner for real works 8 hours. Business owners are 24 and a half hour a day, because even when you're resting, you're thinking about ways that you can improve the services that you offer to your clients. So business. I remember one time someone said to me about 22 years ago now. It was 5 years in business. I've been in business for myself since I left college. Never held a job more than 6 months. So in 28 years, I've been pretty much self-employed for 27 and a half of those years. Somebody that I was involved with said to me, what's more important, your business or your family? And I said to her, that's a terrible question to ask. My business is a member of my family. Right, because it is. When you think about it, your business is a child in and of itself, and then that child goes through an adolescent phase, and then that child gets mature, and hopefully when that child gets mature, then it takes care of you. So your business is in every way like a member of the family, and it takes on a life of its own, and people on the outside, they're probably, you're 25 years old, I think.
Correct.
And I'm sure friends and family like, Ashley, do you do anything other than go to that business?
Usually, I'll make my time when it's necessary.
Right. But I'm sure that people wonder sometimes why you're so locked in on it, why it's taken on the importance in your life that it has. How do you deal with that when people are pulling you in one direction and the responsibilities of Diamond in the Rough is pulling you in another?
Well, I have tunnel vision, so it's very hard to pull me out of that vision. But like I said, life is too short, so we always need to make time. Business is everything, but family, means just as much to me. Mm-hmm. So for the most part, if I have time, I'll come out and hang out with family here and there. But for the most part, everyone understands what I'm doing and they respect it. So no one really bothers me. They just call me when you're ready. Call me when you have time. And when that time comes, I give them a call and we just take it from there. But everyone understands what I'm trying to do right now. So I have a pretty supportive team behind me.
And after you make that $3 million, what are you going to do with it?
My daughter might spend all of it, honestly. To where I don't even know if I'll have it for myself. But I'm going to just keep going until my arms fall off, pretty much. It's like I said, it's something I love. So every day I wake up, it's not a drag, it's not a hassle, because I walk in, I smile when I open that door. I have the key to unlock it. I open those curtains, and it's just a feeling that just gets better every day. Every day it just gets better and better.
And this is where being a business owner just really becomes satisfying. When it can enable you to live the lifestyle where the business doesn't run you, you run the business. I know, Dawn, this is something that you try and teach business owners, that you're really not in business if the business is controlling every aspect of your life.
The good thing about Ashley is that and I think out of anybody who's a business owner, you should do something that you're passionate about.
That's right.
Because it doesn't feel like work. Like you said, you're there 24/7. But if you're passionate about it, it's just like you getting up to go play.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Now, Ashley, who is a good referral? We want to make sure that we get you value back for the value you've invested to be with us on the broadcast. Who is a great referral for you?
Anyone who loves their dogs and cats. Like, I just look for people that want someone that'll not only give you good quality, but give you a peace of mind. Mm-hmm. People that give me a peace of mind. Mm-hmm. That matters a lot. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much it. Anyone that just loves their pets is welcome into Diamonds in the Rough any day.
Now, do you guys offer any incentives to clients who use you for the first time? Somebody walks in and says, I heard you on the broadcast. What would you do for me for bringing your pet? Is there any offers, any incentives that you have for the community in return for their support?
Oh, of course. So all of the first-time clients receive a $10 off their first groom. Mm-hmm. Typically, we have a loyalty program also. That is something that's very rare in a grooming salon. So most of my clientele, every time you come, just for a thank you, once you hit the 5th groom, you get 30% off of that groom. Mm. So a lot of people go through that 5 punches before I even know it, and then they're at their 30%. So that is something that's been a very positive thing that's been going on throughout the salon. And like I said, the $10 off. Sometimes if I'm in a good mood, I'll give you a little free spa package, or depending on how far you drove, I'll give you maybe a nice little percentage off of the groom. You just have to catch me on a good day.
Mm-hmm. So Cornelius, when Lisa and I take Teddy up there, Teddy's gonna be coming back doing the pimp walk.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All brushed and clipped. so You know, yeah, I got to get used to some of the terminology. She said the salon. I didn't know dogs had a salon.
Oh yeah,
You know,
luxury salon.
salon. Hey man, I tell you, this is unique stuff. I have to catch up with this. Um, how long have you been? How long have you been the owner of Diamond in the Rough?
I officially hit my first year mark, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to many more years of Diamonds in the Rough.
All right, all right. Do you have gift certificates?
Yes, I do.
So if I wanted to, the referral that I gave you last night, if I wanted to give them a gift certificate to kind of lessen their costs for bringing their Yorkie up there, I could buy that for them.
Of course.
All right, all right. That's what I wanted to hear. All right. Anything special going on in Diamonds in the Rough? Any new news about any services? Anything that you're doing that you want the public to know about?
Yes. So we offer something called creative grooming. Now, I went to a seminar back in September, Grooming Expo in Hershey, Pennsylvania, and creative grooming is something for groomers that like to express themselves. It's also for parents that like to express themselves, but they have a 9-to-5 job to where they can't come in tatted up with purple hair. So they usually get their dogs in, and I have a blast.
All right.
I have a blast on them. I have my gloves and my dye and my little person to film while we're doing the creative grooming. A lot of people have been very excited about that. There's been so many pink and purple dogs walking around Lincoln Park, and everybody knows where they're coming from.
Imagine that, right?
Man.
I also started nail art. That's something that I found interest in. So I can do different designs, anywhere from candy cane designs on your dog nails to hot pink with glitter, or diamonds, which I personally did on my own dog, and people were going bananas when they saw that. And tattoos, doggy tattoos. So every time someone hears the term doggy tattoo, yeah, they're like, a tattoo on a dog? So I explain to them what it is, and I'm like, dude, I want a skull, or give me lips on her butt, or I even had a customer say, give her a little tramp stamp. I'm like, okay.
Wow.
You know, so we just offer the creative grooming to where you're comfortable walking around on the street. People aren't looking at you as you're where they're looking at you like, where did you get that done? Because I want it on my dog next.
That's right.
So
Right.
I'll have customers call me and say, I saw a really tall guy walking with a little white pink dog, and I want her to look just like, and I'm like, all right, no problem going in. So
Wow.
yeah.
Wow, that is very unique. Dogs with tattoos. That sound like a reality show. Dogs. Tune in next week as we come in and watch the dogs get their nails done. Well, I tell you, I think one of the secrets to your success is your creativity, but I think the bigger and very clearly seen blessing that you come with is your passion and your love for what you do. It comes across very clearly. It comes across very naturally. You are not acting. This is who you are. And I think that, this is why people will trust you with their family members because, regardless of ethnicity, people consider their pets a member of their family. Will throw a hizzy fit if something happens to that member of the family. So they've got to trust you to put them in. So I think that, I expect to see some Diamond in the Rough franchising. So I'm just going to go ahead and declare that.
I'm working on it. Working.
The Bible says, speak those things that are not as though they are, and let the poor man say he is rich, and let the weak man say that he is strong. So, we are taught from very young, those of us who came up in the church, that the power of life and death is in the tongue. right? And so, once you declare it and it's out in the atmosphere, it's bound to happen, because the most powerful force in the universe is a made up mind. And you have a made up mind to do great things. And we just, co sign onto that. We see ourselves as empowerment broadcasting. And by empowerment, we are not the group that you come and ask for a fish, though you can. But when you come on this broadcast, you're going to learn how to fish, so that you can grow your clientele, you can grow your bottom line. That's what we're about. We are dedicated to being the empowerment voice of our community, and we're going to continue to grow that every day and in every way. But with you, I don't think it's going to be so difficult. I have a strong feeling. All you need to do is you don't need a push or an assist. All you need to do is be pointed in a direction, and you're going to do your thing.
Thank you.
All right. So I know that there are hundreds of people in the Mumford family, Odom family, other families that you want to say hello to. So I'm going to turn it over to Ashley. She's going to become my official co-host tonight. And I think some people are calling, and I need you to just go ahead and say hello to all the people that you need to say hello to. And if you want to watch the broadcast and you're not already watching it, go to the gemsradio.net Facebook page and you will be able to see Ashley right now. So I give it to Ashley. I think somebody's calling you right now. Go ahead, Ash.
Hello.
Hello. Give a shout out to that's what he said. Want to give a shout out to?
Oh, I'm giving a shout out. Oh, so I will definitely first and foremost my team, Tanisha, Asia, Shayla, the best team that I have. Honestly, an owner is nothing without their team. So when I have my moments when I'm ready to break, those girls hold me up and keep me sane. So that, thank you to them more than anything. My mom, who was my biggest investor, my partner who has 50% of the business. Thank you. My father for being an entrepreneur himself, showing me that we just need to work for ourselves. That's the whole goal. And then my grandmama, my backbone, my best friend, the love of my life, and my baby girl Gabrielle, my nuggie. Mommy, love you.
I tell you, this is just a love fest now. I am very, very impressed. I told her last night that the future of black businesses, urban business, any business is in good hands with young people like Ashley around and with us. And so we thank her for being with us this evening. Any parting thoughts this evening, Dawn?
I just think I'm just very happy about meeting Ashley, and I hope that more young adults, because our generation is getting a little older.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we're not that old.
It's all right.
But we're getting a little older, and what I find fascinating also about it is the fact that both our parents are entrepreneurs, and generally when you have parents that are entrepreneurs, you do kind of tend to be more
Exactly.
because that's the way you were raised, that's the way you grew up. And she made the statement, and my father said, "Make sure you get your own, because that's how you make it." And that's it right there. If we all, black people in general, start thinking on that same level, make sure we get our own, because everybody else got their own. It's time for us to get our own, and the way to get our own is to start our own. She's one of the only black pet groomers. Right. But maybe in 2-3 years, there's more pet black women, because maybe they'll look up to her and say, you know what, if she did it, I can do it too. And that's the message that I would like to get across.
Absolutely.
She's a fantastic, wonderful woman.
That's right.
But if she could be a role model or somebody that the kids can look up to and say, I went and called my daughter. She's 18, and I was like, oh, it's this young lady I met last night. She's only 25. And to her, 25 is old.
Oh no, I'm still young.
But she's like, oh, my 25. That's I said, but so she could keep on that mindset that it's doable, and that's the good thing that
and it is doable because she's doing it.
Exactly.
And that's why I'm saying I see the possibilities for you, because on a conceptual level, once you create a thing and it's successful, duplicating it is easy.
Exactly.
You know, the hardest part is getting that first one right. You know, there was a first IHOP, there was a first McDonald's, there was a first 7-Eleven, on and on, the first Chipotle. All of these places, you know, had a first model. And once that model proved itself, then they just went on and,
Exactly.
you know, but I just, you know, you'd have to have a special breed of owners because I just, you know, I don't think you can teach who you are. Your identity is divine, right? You know, the book of Jeremiah, the 12th and 13th verse says that before you were in your mother's womb, I knew you, right? This is God talking. So saying, you know, when you come into this world, there's just some things that you came here with, right? My mother tells me I came into the world talking. So that was my gift. That was my blessing. So you know, there is a reality about who you are that wasn't constructed by man or woman. It was constructed by the Creator Himself. So I don't think you could teach your unique thing because you definitely have a thing.
A little
You know, my daughter would say she's a little extra. You heard that, right? That's extra. That's somebody that's just got it flowing. Right. Well, Ashley's got some extra in a very positive way.
Thank
You know,
you.
so even as you franchise, I don't think you'll ever be able to duplicate you, but you'll be able to duplicate the concept. You know, and I think that's going to be a very rewarding and blessed thing. As we sign off this evening with this wonderful entrepreneur who we expect great things for, just want to say to all of us out there that again in 2017, our hope and our prayers that you live your dream. We don't want you talking about can't. We don't want you talking about would have, should have, could have. We want you to talk about I got it done. I was just listening to T.D. Jakes doing a sermon called the Joshua Generation. And he was saying the thing about Joshua is that Joshua was the one who got it done. Moses had other people with him, and they would go into battle, and they would come back talking about they're too tall, they're too strong, they're too violent, we couldn't win because of this and this. So Moses would send Joshua. Whenever the battle got thick, Moses would send Joshua because Joshua didn't come back with any excuses. Joshua just come back and said, I got it done. Right? And so in 2017, with what we are facing, and I think we're going to be living in a year where we're facing uncompromising opposition from a lot of fronts, we're going to have to go ahead and show up, grow up, and get it done. You're not going to be in a position to be saying, you know, the dog ate the homework, or, you know, I got late because the third bus broke down and the second one had a flat tire. You're just going to have to get there. All right, I'm here. Right? You know, and as I said before, the 60s generation might have sang We Shall Overcome, but the 21st century generation, I'm with DJ Khaled, who says all we do is win, win, win. So I'm with DJ Khaled. I'm not taking no shorts on anything. So until next week on Monday night, as we always do, remind you there are two types of people in the world. They're dreamers like you and dream killers. Embrace the first and run like heck from the second. Want to say thank you to my creator first and foremost. I love a whole lot of people, but I don't love any of them like I love you. And I want to say thank you to my wonderful co-host, Sister Dawn Fields, who I've known since I was 9 and she was 8. Incredible. Right? We have many of the same friends in common. We've known each other a lot of years, went to college. I think highly of this human being, and I'm glad that she is with me. I think we're going to do some wonderful things. In fact, I know we're going to do some wonderful things together. To my image doctor, Mr. Cornelius Hill, I just feel real comfortable everywhere I go. I have him with my hip so that he is the evidence of everything that we have done, everything that we're doing. To my brother, Russell Lagan, who is coming home at the end of this month. I know the last 3 years have been difficult for you, my friend, and I know that being where you were was not a pleasant thing, but you have gotten older, you've gotten wiser, and as you are a returning citizen to the community, we're here waiting for you. We have an opportunity for you with us here at the broadcast. We know this is your passion. So at the end of January, we will have a return home party. Me, Kim, his brothers, everyone else that has known this brother and had a rough time. You'll hear more about Russell Lagan, but he's a friend indeed who's going to be coming home, and I'm glad to have him back with me. And to all of our inner circle family and all of the UBA family, Jerry Keith, and all of the business people, we are going to have a year of harvest and a year of abundance. I can see it coming clearly into view. So to all of you in our listening audience, nothing is possible without support. You are our base of support. The only people more important to me than the people in this studio are all of those watching and listening. So to you, I say good night and God bless. But every guy isn't gone, so we'll be back with you very shortly on next week. Good night.